Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you're new here, I started this channel to document my journey becoming a single mother by choice by going through IVF after getting diagnosed with endometrial cancer and PCOS. I am now cancer-free, but if you would like to follow along on my journey, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. And this is possibly my last, but probably my second to last bump date video for weeks 33 and 34. I'm planning on filming 35 and 36, but it really just depends how I'm feeling the day before my C-section. I should be able to film it, I'm hoping. So I do still need to film my nursery tour. I don't know why I keep putting that off, because I just get tired. Like I have intentions to film it and I get everything ready to film it and then I just get too tired. But hopefully next weekend I'll be able to do that. But yeah, so I am 34 weeks, 2 days pregnant today, baby boy. And by the way, I have finally decided for sure on a name, and I will announce that, of course, when he's born. On my Instagram, I'll post, the typical, here's the baby, here's his name, little sign. That's my plan, at least, as long as everything goes well and okay. So if you want to go follow me on Instagram, that'll be where you can get way more timely updates on how everything goes at my C-section and his name and weight and length and all that, because I'm not sure when I'll be able to film again after that. So Instagram will be kind of the new place to follow along until I start making videos again after he's born. So let's get into the updates. So my 33rd week, I put increased Braxton Hicks. So I've been feeling Braxton Hicks for a while. I forget when I started feeling them, somewhere halfway through my pregnancy, I think. I know a lot of women never feel them in their first pregnancy, or they don't really know maybe what they are, but I have definitely been feeling them since, I can't remember right now, but it was definitely like probably around the middle of the pregnancy. But they're interesting because I feel like until this week, it was really, the feeling was really like concentrated to my uterus, and it would just like be a really big, like tightening feeling of my uterus. But like now I feel Braxton Hicks like throughout my whole body. Like it's like a rush of the sensation like in my whole body whenever I get a Braxton Hicks, and I just know immediately that that's what's happening. And then I'll touch my uterus and it'll be like really like rock hard. I have one right now, actually. I get them all the time. Like I definitely get them almost every single time I go from sitting to standing, or if I'm like exerting myself a little bit, like doing things like laundry and stuff like that, like I'll get them more often. And then I also get them a lot more often at night. Just when I'm like laying on the couch, I'll get them a lot. But they don't hurt. It's just a tightening. And then just like this weird feeling I get in my whole body when I get them. Sometimes at night when I'm laying down, I noted that it's getting harder to breathe. Like if I'm laying on the couch and I'm laying too far back and not propped up at all, it's just hard for me to catch my breath. And sometimes it's just uncomfortable to breathe. Obviously, because everything is he's just taking up so much more room now. And then again, pretty much every week it makes sense, but his movements feel even bigger and more intense. Sometimes he'll like kick me really hard and it'll like actually startle me, because it's like really noticeable from the outside and just really like a strong feeling. That scares me sometimes. but I still love it. And this 33rd week, was the first time I felt him actually like in my ribs. So I felt him like kick me like behind my rib cage up here, and then like he was kind of stuck there, so I was trying to like push him down. And let's see, so pelvic pain, it just keeps getting worse. It's just every time I'm standing, every time I'm sitting, or not sitting, every time I'm standing or walking or rolling over in bed. And I know I've said that before, but that's yeah, so it's just a constant pain, like it's pressure, like I'm just imagining like his head pressing down on the area, which causes, you know, the pressure, but it also is just painful. And it's, I don't know, I just can't describe it. It just hurts. And it's not, I wouldn't call it lightning crotch, like you hear about lightning crotch. And that is like, from what I read, that's more of like a shooting sharp pain that like comes and goes. It's not like that for me. It's like if I'm standing, it's just a constant pain. And it's not, I wouldn't call it a dull pain. It's like a pretty major pain. It hurts and it makes it really hard to walk. I waddle now. I don't walk normally. That's been like that for a while, but and every now and then, like especially at night, it gets worse at night, but like if I'm like laying on the couch for a little bit and then I go to like walk back to my bedroom to go to bed, I'm in so much pain when I get up, and it's usually my right hip and leg that like it just really, really hurts for like a little bit until I like walk it off. So I don't know if that's like the sciatic nerve. I guess like sometimes babies can press on your sciatic nerve, so maybe that's what that is. And let's see, a lot of the nights, like I sleep well for the most part now that I don't have my acid reflux anymore because of the amazing medication I'm on. What's it called again? I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Starts with a P. But, oh, there it is, pantoprazole. Some nights I just wake up at like 2 or 3 and I'm just like awake for like an hour, and I just start like thinking about things, and then I end up going on my phone and like researching stuff about C-sections and stuff like that. So so I have insomnia some nights, but the nights that I don't have insomnia, I sleep great. I sleep through the night. I don't have to get up to go to the bathroom like a lot of women do at this stage, which probably means I'm not drinking enough, even though I feel like I'm drinking enough. And I drink, I use those Hydrant electrolyte packets every single day. I drink one of those, so I feel like I'm getting very well hydrated. But yeah, I don't have to pee in the middle of the night very often, so that's good. And then I also noted I'm starting to get just really, really emotional and cry really, really easily at like a lot of things. So there's that. 34th week, he is now getting hiccups multiple times per day, at least once a day, but usually multiple times per day. And I just feel so bad for him because nobody likes the hiccups, right? Like they're just so uncomfortable, but it's just so funny, like feeling him getting the hiccups. Still the pelvic pain, just, you know, every week just gets worse and worse. And let's see, my back pain is worsening. My lower back, like just from like sitting and working all day is just really starting to get uncomfortable. Like I see why women take off work like for a couple weeks or more, or a month or whatever before they give birth, but I just don't have the luxury of doing that. I'm going to be working right up until my C-section. So yeah, working 40 hours a week, sitting at a desk, it's getting really uncomfortable. In my 34th week, a new symptom of being dizzy and lightheaded happened a couple times, a couple days. Like I woke up started to get out of bed and just felt like super lightheaded and kind of dizzy. And it lasted kind of throughout the day. And so of course I researched it and I read that it could be due to the growing uterus that is pressing on your blood vessels, because that usually occurs like later in pregnancy when the baby is larger. So I think that that is what's going on. Also the increased blood flow to the baby that could cause lightheadedness. I got tested for group B strep, which I read, or I think my OB told me like 40% of women have that, and it was negative. So I was so happy about that. With a C-section, you're getting antibiotics anyways, because to prevent infection in the incision. So that would take care of, if I had group B strep, that would help prevent it from getting passed to the baby. But I guess it's more important with a vaginal delivery because it can be passed to the baby that way. So most of the time with a vaginal delivery, you're not getting antibiotics, but if you have group B strep, you would have to have antibiotics. So, but I don't have it, so that's good. And yeah, even more Braxton Hicks I put. Something really cute happened in this week. I went to see one of our friends in a production of The Sound of Music. I don't know if I've ever talked about how much I love musical theater. I used to volunteer at a community theater very, very regularly, like a lot, like every single weekend. Every time they would have a show, I would be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday for the matinee, 2 to 4 weeks out of like every quarter basically, or even more than that. So I spent a lot of time in musical theater. And then like I went to a Montessori school growing up, and one of the things with the Montessori school I went to was we did a production every year. So every grade had a play, usually a musical, every single year. So I was doing plays from 1st grade through 8th grade, and I just loved it. And I actually was in The Sound of Music my 8th grade year. But I went to see The Sound of Music, and he just loved it. Like I guess I'm just speculating, but he was just moving around in there. And I think it was just like the loud, like music and the singing and the instruments and everything. Like he was moving around like almost the entire production. So that was really cool. And yeah, so they haven't measured him again since the last time I updated you guys, in my video, was that 2 weeks ago? So they're measuring him again next week. So it'll be 3 weeks from the last time they measured him. So I just am really hoping he has grown in the last 3 weeks. But hopefully I'll be able to update you guys on that in my next video. And, I'm assuming I'll be able to do a 36 week video. I'll probably film it on Thanksgiving. So, otherwise I will see you guys, hopefully next week when I do my nursery tour, and we will end this video, of course, with my bump shot. I hope you guys had a great weekend and a great day or night or whenever you're watching this. And I will see you very soon. Bye.